here we are with another Grimm Tales, the podcast.
Oh, yes.
I am going to start off with saying this.
Tell me.
I had some issues, not the issues that you. I think people are going to. This is actually this movie actually proved something for all our viewers here, that I don't hate everything. Okay, and the reason I say that. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was just going to say that I actually enjoyed this movie. I ain't going to pick it apart. There are some things that, but it was a fairly good fucking movie.
I appreciated it.
Yeah.
I appreciated this movie.
Although I'm going to tell you right now, I won't talk about it right at the moment, but a lot of people didn't.
Oh no, a lot of people. Here's the thing, and we'll get into this later on. This is where we've gotten messages about, oh my God, you guys think everything is woke. Here's the crazy part. Mm-hmm. I've read all the articles online. Everybody's like, oh my God, it's a woke piece of shit, blah, 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 blah.
No.
It wasn't that fucking bad. Sure, it did have some things that were obviously put in place because of the times. It was
acceptable.
But yeah, it was
acceptable.
It was considering all. There was a sprinkle of wokeness in it, but not enough to make the movie not enjoyable.
Not to ruin this movie, which leads me to, like, why did it do so terrible in the box office? We'll talk about that as well.
I know exactly why it did bad in the office. Well, box office.
But
that's the thing. But the reason why it did so bad was because of people like Rotten Tomatoes, IGN, and all those other motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Because they didn't pay enough.
Yeah.
That's what it was. And then, there's people out there who take those fucking things to heart, and they're like, well, Rotten Tomatoes says it's a horrible movie, so I'm not going to go watch it.
Yeah.
Because, Rotten Tomatoes knows exactly what you want to watch. It's just like us here. We don't do for this show. We don't sit here and say, okay, guys, we know what you want to see. What it is you're going to watch our episodes, and you're going to go, oh, I like VC Lauren has similar taste in me, so if he says something's good, maybe I like it. Same thing with me. But that's about it. We don't sit there and say, "Oh, we don't like this movie, so
don't go watch it." Yeah,
take our opinion.
Try it out for yourself.
Yeah,
yeah.
If you want to take the risk of it, not you can either trust our judgment or you can not. Maybe it's really that easy.
That's it.
But before we get into all that, before we even get into the name of the movie, I will go over this. You are watching the Grimm Tales podcast, our weekly, every Friday horror intake episode where we dive deep, spoiler heavy, by the way, spoiler heavy. So if you have not seen the movie, turn back now, pause it right here, go watch the movie, and then come back. Which it's rentable. It is rentable, so go rent a motherfucker. Okay.
Yep.
But if that's where you're at, go rent it. Stop. Don't because I don't want to hear nobody in the chat going, "Oh, you ruined the movie for me." You're warning. Okay, stop right now. Yeah. Okay, this is your warning. Going forward, there will be heavy spoilers in this episode. But this is the Grimm Tales podcast. This is where we're going to talk. We're talking the last voyage of the Demeter. This is actually one that I was looking forward to.
Me too. Since I saw the previews for it a couple months back.
This is this was September, I think, when I seen the trailers for it.
When we started seeing the trailers.
Yeah. I believe it came, I don't know if it came out late September.
It came out last year, like towards the end of the year. Like
was
before,
it September or was it October?
Or something?
Was it early October or late?
Early
yeah,
October
that's
before
what I
Halloween.
thought. Yeah, because it was it was before Halloween. But fucking that's what we're doing. We're doing. I was looking forward to this one, and now ironically, this wasn't even one of my picks. So I'm crazy.
Yeah, it was not big one here, but I enjoyed it.
I did. I definitely, absolutely did. I love vampire films, so
not too many noticeable names in this movie, but I think they all did a wonderful job with the acting. One noticeable one. Yeah.
The captain. The captain was
right. I knew his voice sounded familiar.
He's a guy from Game of Thrones.
Right, that's what I might have
he's the boat captain. He's the one that was like working close with Khaleesi and shit towards the end of the series.
Okay.
He was like her hand, or not her hand, but I don't know. There's a bunch of shit. Like
I think I know. Yeah.
He was the one that had the little girl with the fucked up face and shit.
Right, and he had her killed or whatever too, as well. Yeah.
Well, the king,
leopard face.
Yeah. The king that he worked
he
for.
Followed. Had her
killed.
kill her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
or some shit. I can't remember. It's been a while.
I
It's
don't.
been
I
a
don't
while.
know. Yeah.
But regardless, that was him. And he was good in the movie. Everybody, regardless, did a good job in the movie. I don't have any really too many gripes about that.
I love the scenery, the dark feel of the
Oh
movie.
yeah.
The fucking scene with the kid actually tugged at my heart. The kid looked a lot like my son Kevin, so that was fucked up for me.
Which
It was,
part?
weird. Where the kid was first killed, then
Then
the
came back and
captain was mourning him and everything heavily and everything.
Oh
That was kinda sad, yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
get it. No, I get it.
Yep.
Before we get into any of that, again, you go to our website, noblegi.com. Check it out. Merch store. It's there. Get yourself some merch. Goes a long way. Make sure to check out our full catalog of episodes of everything that we do on the network, past, present, and future. Go check out the schedule. You can see all our drop shows, all our upcoming shows, so forth and so on, whatever it may be. It's all there. Everything you need to know is all on noblegi.com. Also, make sure to check us out on all our socials. Follow wherever you need to. YouTube, like, follow, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Stay up to date with all things Noble. Okay?
Spread the word.
But with that said, let's get into the last voyage of the Demeter. I will say I was actually surprised that this was a DreamWorks film.
Oh yeah, why?
DreamWorks isn't really known for this type of movie. Not lately, not in a while. I mean, these are the same motherfuckers that make Minions and shit.
They do, yeah.
So it's like it's not necessarily like I've seen DreamWorks and I'm like, oh, I wonder how this is gonna land up. Like I was kind of sketchy at first. I was like, what? DreamWorks?
Yeah, I didn't notice that. Maybe I don't look at the studios too much as you do, but I enjoyed it. I really did. I wish we had more of Dracula himself. Not a lot of facial shots. Wanted more.
You know what was
you got to see a full body shot of him though.
Well, so here's
that,
the thing.
yeah.
By the end, you really get to see him.
You do.
I do. Here's the thing. I'm not mad about it, right? And this is the reason why.
Mm-hmm.
If they would have made the kills and shit where you didn't get to see them, then yeah, I would have been mad. But every kill that happened that he did, you saw. Except for one,
now,
and I'm grateful for it.
The kid. Yeah.
No, not the kid.
Yeah.
Fuck the kid.
You didn't. Go ahead.
The dog.
Well, that too, yeah.
They didn't show the dog. They didn't show the dog.
dog.
Because, dude, when he was walking towards the dog, I'm like, you motherfuckers, don't do it. Don't you fucking do it. It's going to be one of these movies that I never watch again. Fucking hell. Don't you fucking do it. And then they cut away. And that's like the first time in a while that I was like happy for it.
Yeah.
I was happy they didn't show it because I was like, that, I don't like to see dogs get got. That makes me, I don't give a fuck, but man, dogs, I can't do that. I can't do any animal. I can't see animals die. I don't do it.
Yeah, I did a good job in not showing either, so I like that.
Yeah, no, it was good. The kid, I was surprised that the kid got the way he did.
I did expect him to get got. Yep.
Not even I knew he was going to get got.
Oh, did you?
I was pretty sure he was going to get got. But I didn't actually think we've talked about this on the show where people don't have the balls if they're going to put kids in a horror movie and they don't actually do anything.
They don't show
this motherfucker tore him up like he fucking ripped his throat out and shit. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Bravo, DreamWorks. Bravo. Like you killed a kid in this fucking movie. Like goddamn.
Step up from the Minions. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, holy shit. All right, fucking. This is where we're at. This is the type of movie we're having here. Okay.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, I did notice that, I was like, oh man, this is going to be, okay. I didn't know, I struggled with this movie. Not because it was a bad movie. I struggled with my inner my inner wantings. Like I wanted to be like so many other people and be like, oh, well, that's woke. I'm going to shit on this movie. But I'm being fair with like the wokeness. Yeah, sure. There was a little bit of sprinkles of wokeness there. And it will be getting a score.
Yeah, but it wasn't egregious.
No, it wasn't egregious.
Boss woman a little bit, but that's to be expected. 2023. I mean,
but here's the thing: if she would have woke up, if she would have woke up and automatically been a badass, I'd have been like, okay, it's because she's a vampire, right?
Yeah, exactly. But
then she was like, she was sick and she was fragile and she was just fucking. She was, and then all of a sudden she's fucking kicking in doors and shit.
About her, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like,
the only thing, my only gripe with the movie is that Dracula really didn't bring nothing new to the table, and that's the only gripe. It was it was your typical chase and kill type movie, and I wanted a little
Which
more than
here's the
that.
thing. Here's the thing, though. I actually didn't. Okay, this here, to me, was a good monster flick. Was it a good
It
Dracula
was.
tale? Debatable.
And I'd say, and that's another thing. I think that's why the movie didn't do well. For some reason, vampire movies aren't doing too well.
Yeah,
Around
because
these
they don't
times.
sparkle.
Unless they sparkle or
Yeah.
glitter or whatever you want to call it. Yeah,
Unless you put a fucking. I was about to.
they gotta be pretty boys and
Pretty
pretty,
boys,
girls.
yeah.
You know, yeah. If they're not that, they're not fucking doing well. But I mean,
No, I love this. You know what? You know what? You actually, and this one's mentioned a lot when in the research of doing this, and I'm actually surprised. Now, mind you, the one movie I'm about to mention doesn't. This has more in relation to Bram Stoker's Dracula than it does
The
anything
original,
else.
yep.
Right.
Right.
But they also compared this to Dracula Untold, which is another Dracula movie that did not do so well, but I actually enjoyed.
I don't know if I saw that or not.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. Noted.
yeah.
Noted.
Dracula Untold.
It's like it's a weird one. Dracula Untold's like a weird one because it takes a different, like, instead of vampire, like, all right, even the original Bram Stoker's Dracula, he was a monster, but he also could be seductive, right? Which I'm completely
Yeah.
fine with. As long as he's not a pretty boy, vampires are supposed to be both seductive and monsters.
They do.
Right?
Yeah.
But there are times where you have like your Nosferatus, where there is no seductive vampire. They're monsters, period.
They're monsters. Yeah.
And that's what this movie was. There is nothing
Yeah.
pretty about it. He's a monster. He's a monster
He was
vampire.
a gray looking, bat face looking motherfucker. Yeah.
And that's kind of how Dracula Untold was, in a way, was they depicted vampires as being savage, carnivorous creatures instead of
Right.
just being seductive.
It woke up to do nothing but feed.
Yeah. And that's kind
exactly
of
what he did.
But the thing about Dracula Untold is, though, and maybe we'll do it on the show, but the thing about Dracula Untold was Dracula Untold, it tells the story of, it tells you the story of Vlad the Impaler, because the idea is Dracula was Vlad the Impaler. They tell that story that's not really been told very often. Now, a lot of people didn't like that. They're like, I don't care how he became Dracula. They just want him to be Dracula. And that's what Dracula Untold is. It's the tale of how he became Dracula.
Yeah. And I always wondered how Dracula ended up in London, because he started in Bulgaria, somewhere in Russia. And it's just a story that links that together.
Well,
And that's how we
Transylvania.
get all these London. Well, it's Bulgaria in the movie.
Well, no, yeah, I know, but I'm saying like
I guess Transylvania is in Bulgaria.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like where Dracula's castle, from what I understand, Dracula, even Dracula's the actual Dracula's castle, right, is in Transylvania. So.
Yeah, I think that's just in Bulgaria somewhere.
I'm not 100%
I
sure.
could be wrong.
That's
I could be wrong.
That's an area of the world that I'm not as familiar with.
But I did like the fact that they let the movie open for a sequel, because I think it'd be fun to have a second one.
See, here's the thing.
I don't think it's going to happen because of the.
Well, no, it's not going to happen, and there's the reason why I don't think it's
No.
going to happen. Because I wouldn't even make a sequel of this movie, and you know why?
They kind of left it open, at least to look like it could be one.
There is definitely a cliffhanger. It definitely does put it off to where it has been seeded that they could make a sequel. Absolutely.
Yeah,
But I
don't
would
think they
not
will.
want to, because he basically becomes a vampire hunter at that point.
Right.
You can't, unless you're going to make your own story.
Yeah.
Dracula,
Spin-off.
you're not Van Helsing. That's who that was.
That's who the hunter was.
Yeah, that's the hunter that went after Dracula, is Van Helsing. So you're not Van Helsing, so it's not a good idea. That would piss me off, because then you're
why
changing
they
the story a
even
bit.
left off with that whole bar scene.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Franchise,
it's weird.
I guess. I'm not 100% sure.
Maybe, yeah.
They could have left that out, and I do like the fact that, because this could have had a better ending for this reason. I will tell you this. I would have been happy with the classic in this case. I would have been happy with the classic bad guy wins, everybody dies. That would have made sense.
Yeah, and at least it would have had a conclusion, because
The fact that there was one survivor and now they're gonna chase each other. It just seems like they're trying to recreate the story, and it's just like I don't want a recreation of the Van Helsing story. I don't want that.
Right.
Like Van Helsing is Van Helsing.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Now I will say this: I do think that they should make a good Van Helsing movie because here, okay, don't get me wrong, the Van Helsing movies that they did, the last Van Helsing movies that they did with Hugh Jackman, they were okay. Mm-hmm. But they were action movies more than anything else.
Right.
And I really would love to see a real, actual Van Helsing tale. With Van Helsing fucking hunting down Dracula and, like the shit like that. That would be a cool tale. That would be a good tale. So I'm okay with that. But whatever they were trying to hint at this, nah. I don't need a sequel. It wasn't a bad movie, but I don't need a sequel to it. Let's all this movie was a live action telling of the captain's log of the original captain's log in the actual Dracula, the Bram Stoker's Dracula book.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and it was well done. I don't know how this movie didn't do too well. It fathers me sometimes how
it's because of the critics, dude.
Some
like, critics say they suck,
so
and that's
good.
It.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, I mean,
fuck Rotten Tomatoes, man. Like.
Yeah, fuck all that shit.
But again, okay.
IMDb, all of them, man.
You know what? It's not even them, too. I will tell you, I will say this, too. This is actually coming from me, and I'll call out bullshit all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
This movie had a hard time because there were a lot of people who... The problem with people crying woke, right? We have a woke meter, and we talk about wokeness because we like to call wokeness out. But not everything is woke.
Right. Yeah, people see a black
pissed.
guy in the movie, and that's woke. Yeah,
no, there was a lot of people that were pissed off at this movie because the black guy was the only one who lived. So what?
Right. Part of the story.
I don't feel like they pushed that narrative because everybody was heroic in the movie. No, like even the captain. The captain tied himself to the fucking wheel.
Yeah, he tied himself up and shit, made himself a fucking
yeah.
So it's going down with the boat.
Yeah, so it's like it wasn't like they made everybody but the guy fucking weak. Everybody played their role, and everybody, that one guy who he was like the guy who was telling everybody that there was a demon on board. He was a bad motherfucker. I was rooting for him. He was.
Yeah, the only coward was the fucking religious guy who stole the boat.
Which actually I didn't see coming. I actually thought he was going to do something heroic, but no, he was a bitch.
Yeah.
But no, they made everybody served a purpose. So I don't care.
He still got though.
No, he did, yeah. But I don't care, like, the survivor was a chick, and actually, it wasn't even a chick. It was just, and in the words of everybody, they were like, oh, I can't believe a black guy was the only survivor. Who cares? He was a good character. He served his role, and it was what it was. Job
perfectly. Great actor.
Yeah, great actor. It wasn't. Here's the thing. It wasn't even as egregious. Like, all right, the boss bitch part. It was sprinkled there. Yes, it definitely was sprinkled there. But it wasn't as bad because she still got fucked up. She still landed up dying. She wasn't the fucking... She didn't go full Rambo. She wasn't the one who fucking killed the Dracula.
One-liners and shit, making herself all tough and shit. No, we didn't get none of that.
She didn't kill Dracula, because I'm like... I almost hated the movie, because I thought that's...
I almost thought that she was going to be the one to kill Dracula.
No, because when she dropped the mass on him and shit, I was like, did she just kill him? Like, I was about to be mad. I was about to be fucking mad. But it didn't go that way.
Yeah.
And now here's the thing. It's not about having a female lead. That's not the problem. I just don't like when you take somebody who's starts off as weak, right? That's their character. And then all of a sudden they know how to shoot guns and swing from they know how to do military shit. It's like that. Like
swing from vines.
You're doing that. You're doing that for the sake of politics. That's what you're doing. Yeah. That I don't like. But if the character, I love me a strong female lead. Right, Joe, fucking Lara Croft was a boss, all right? I don't give a fuck. Okay, fucking Horizon Zero Dawn, the character from that is amazing. I could sit here all day and name them. I'm not going to sit there and
Blood Rain, the movie, did a good job too.
Ripley from fucking Alien, she was a bad bitch, all right? Yeah. And they were all good characters. There's still even modern day ones. There are still good modern day. There's a right way and a wrong way to do it. When you do it, basically, there's movies that we've watched where all the men are fucking stupid, but yet the only one who can save the day is a chick. You're doing that on purpose.
Yeah.
That's hardcore feminism.
Yep.
Hardcore feminist. Okay. And I got some other things to say about another thing, but I won't say anything yet. Okay. Because that's not on this show. But this this was brought down by a bunch of dickheads on the internet who started crying woke just because they think everything that's not white is woke, or everything that they don't agree with is woke. It's no different than the woke side people calling everything they disagree with, calling them Nazis. Yeah. We got to stop doing that shit. We got to stop calling everything that we don't agree with woke. Not everything we disagree with is woke. There is woke shit, and then there's shit we don't agree with. There's a difference.
Well, that's a yeah. People blur the lines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're a white male. You must be a Nazi.
Yeah.
Simply because you have some sort of leadership role or something. No.
No. This movie did everybody's role. I thought well.
Well, everybody was equal. I thought.
And here's the thing. Like, I was actually, the movie did have a slow pickup. I will give it that.
It did, but in my opinion, it was
good character development.
It was good character development. It wasn't boring pickup. It had its purpose.
Like, I gave a shit about characters. That's important to me. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. This movie wasn't perfect in character development. It could have definitely been done better.
Yeah.
But it was good. Like, I actually cared about the
characters. There wasn't
characters.
much to develop. It was a captain who obviously been doing this for a long time, and people that he picked out of just randomly.
Well, no, the actual people on the boat were most people that sailed with him, except for the new guy.
Well, because he saved the child.
Yeah, exactly.
He got the privilege to go. Yeah,
exactly. So everybody knew everybody, but it's like you felt the tension. You felt like I was mad when the dog died. You know,
yeah, there was.
I was actually kind of upset. I was like, "Damn, you killed off the kid!" Right? I don't usually care about that, but I was like, "Damn, killed off the kid! Holy shit!"
Yeah, and actually, they did a good job with the racial tension too. There was a little bit of that. Yeah,
but you're telling a story. Again. You're saying a story that was in the late 1800s. There was a lot of racism.
Yeah, it makes sense to have racial tension.
Slavery was gone, but racism was not.
No,
racism was very apparent. Like you still couldn't get. I mean, shit, dude. Racism.
No, even he couldn't be a doctor. Remember that's what he was. He
went to school. He went to school and actually has a license, but he couldn't practice it. Yeah. Like, I mean, so they were telling the story, and here's the thing. I always say, yeah, and even with the chick, right? She wasn't a full boss bitch because they were talking about how she was sold in, like her village chose her all the time.
Chose her to feed the vampire all the time.
Like they always chose. She was a sacrifice. All that other shit. It's like, yeah, absolutely. And on top of that, they were like, oh, women aren't supposed to be on the boat. That was a real thing. Women were not allowed on the boat with men. They said it was
bad luck or whatever. Yeah.
It was a bad omen. Yeah, exactly. That was real shit. So I appreciated that. Yes, like I said, there was a sprinkle of some wokeness in there. Sure. Maybe they did that to see if they could get into the awards because, that's the new law now in 2024. That you have to have certain diversity to have it in there. So maybe that's why they did it. Maybe that's the reason why.
This one had a good chance. Had a black lead role.
Which I don't care. Like that part doesn't even bother me. Like the guy, it made sense. What you did, I didn't feel like they did that because they were trying to be politically correct. I felt like
we believe that it was somewhat part of the book. Anyway,
I don't want to say it was or it wasn't because I don't know 100%. So I won't quote that, but. I will say that even if it wasn't,
whether it was or wasn't, it
served the story's purpose.
Yeah,
I've always said on these shows, I don't like when people do things for political reasons that have no reason. Like for example, we did that one movie during the holidays where all of a sudden she was like the dumbest character in the whole movie, and all of a sudden she pulled out all the weapons in one day, and she was fucking
big boss bitch. Learn to do the whole karate
and shooting automatic weapons and all sorts of stupid shit. In one day. You didn't do that because it served the fucking story. You did that because it was politically correct. I don't like that. I don't like that. That pisses me off. So this movie, I don't feel like it did that. It sprinkled it in there a little bit, I guess, to whatever. You're appeasing the audience.
I was gonna say either it's just to appease the left or right. It doesn't. It was just
whatever. But it wasn't. It did not break the film. It did not break the film. I thought the film was very well done. The story wasn't anything to write home about.
That's what I was saying earlier. It was just a chase and kill type movie, but it was done well.
But it was fun. It was an entertaining movie, and I enjoyed watching it.
I think what made the movie for me was just the time it was placed in. That whole
I have it.
1890 something.
I have it here.
It was 1891, I think it was, but that whole
Hold on, I actually have that information here. I want to.
I love the 1800s look.
1897.
1797. Okay, yeah. Just love that rusted look, that old look.
And
Two boats, carriages, everything.
It was they were sailing from Varna, Bulgaria, of the on the Black Sea to England. But that's where they took off. Now
it started Bulgaria, that's what I mentioned earlier.
But Transylvania is up there. That's not where the castle was. The castle is Transylvania. The castle's always been Transylvania. So
maybe it's just in that country. I don't know.
Well, they didn't really mention that. They didn't mention.
They didn't.
Which I guess at that point you don't really need to.
And now and Dracula himself, right, put himself in this container, right? Like he planned this whole thing, or did the village people put him?
No. This was Dracula's doing, because
himself.
There wasn't there wasn't nobody left to sacrifice.
He ate everybody. Yeah, he ate everybody.
So at that point, he was like, "All right, we need to go to a new home to feed." That's
so because all the other caskets were just full of dirt. That was just so they won't search all of them. I guess.
Yeah. Well, the girl was in there too. That was supposed to be That was supposed to be his midnight snack, but they fucked that up.
Midnight snack until he got there. Yeah.
Yeah, and that they fucked that up by waking her up and temporarily healing her, basically.
Yeah. Taking away his meal.
Yeah. So he's like, "Well, are you gonna fuck up?" See, that's the thing, right?
I eat you now.
They fuck around and find out. They could have just left her alone, put her ass back in the box, and maybe they went and ate everybody on the boat. Just saying.
Maybe.
I don't know. I liked the evolution of Dracula through the whole film too, because he started out as this decrepit fucking little thing.
Then you started seeing him a little more.
He got more muscular and taller, and then all of a sudden by the end he's got these big fucking wings and shit. And I think it's good. I don't know. I felt it was necessary. I will say this. There is a little downside to it. The CGI for Dracula, because he was absolutely CGI, could have been better.
He didn't look terrible, but
it looked terrible. But it looked like CGI.
But I think that's where they saved a lot of the money, because they barely showed him. They showed shadows of his face and everything. You only got a full body shot, like literally towards the end.
It was the last 30 minutes of the movie where you started seeing him a lot.
Yeah, a lot more. Full face, full body type shit, yeah.
Now, which is weird, right? Because now, obviously, the effects for the ocean and all that other shit were done very well.
Yeah, very well. Very well.
It's just Dracula. Dracula himself looked like CGI. It wasn't horrible, but could have been better. Could have definitely been better. Now, that brings me to my next topic on hand, okay? Mm-hmm. Do you know what the budget is? Because I do. I got the budget here. Do you know what the budget for this film was?
Yeah, the budget was a whopping $45 million.
Yep, $45 million fucking dollars.
$5 million.
You know what the box office was?
Yeah, but it was a terrible, miserable $21,800,000.
Yep, $21.8 million.
Yep, well, $21,008,000. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it says 21.8. $21.8 million.
So they literally flopped.
They only made back almost half of what they put in.
Half the money,
it's a shame, because I think this movie at least deserved making its budget back.
This movie had potential to make that and more, in my opinion.
I don't think it should have made less than its budget. But again, this is where we're at with horror movies, man. Horror movies,
yeah, they're not doing too well. It's unfortunate. Some are just not doing too well.
Do you know, and everybody's losing their shit about this, and I swear I'm going to lose my shit over this, but not in a good way. Did you know that there's talks that they are thinking about remaking the Twilight series?
Oh my God! Yeah, I heard about that.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
No.
We did away with that 20 years ago. Please do not bring that stupid shit back.
Oh, they'll bring it back, dude. They're going to make them prettier than ever, spend millions of dollars on these movies, and people are going to go watch them.
That pisses me off, because it's that's the reason why vampire movies had such a bad taste for so long, was because of Twilight and True Blood and all this other stupid shit.
Today's youth probably barely understand what real vampire movies look like.
Well, see, that's the other thing, too. The reason why a lot of, and I was reading about that, besides the wokeness that was misinterpreted, okay?
This is why this movie flopped, because younger people
they were like, where's Dracula? That's not Dracula. That was
Yeah.
Dracula. It was just it was him in his because
That's
by the
the
end of the movie,
original.
by the end of the movie, he wasn't pretty, but he was more in a man form, and he was walking around in a
Right.
suit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how Dracula does it. That's how
Exactly.
he developed to be human like.
Exactly.
And
anyone who knows anything about real vampires, the less they feed, the more they
more
downgrade.
feeble they are.
They become
the more
feral.
feeble
They
are.
become feral
Yeah.
and shit. Daybreakers. You ever
animal-like.
seen Daybreakers?
No.
Daybreakers is oh man, I actually should get you to watch that too. Daybreakers tells the story of what if vampires took over the world. And then like humans were just like food and shit or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they were the animals and shit. Like that's what that movie tells the story of, and it tells the story of what happens when you regress into a feral vampire as well. They tell that very well.
You become more animal-like, and
Daybreakers is a really good movie. I actually enjoyed it. I might get you to watch that too.
Yeah.
I might have two
You
movies.
know?
I don't know. Fuck. I gotta write them. Fuck. You haven't seen Dracula Untold or Daybreakers. I gotta remember.
I haven't
that.
seen either. Yep.
I gotta remember that, and hopefully, hopefully I can bring those up. But regardless, the budget didn't make back because people don't understand what Twilights and shit like that ruin the concept of what vampire movies are supposed to be. They can be seductive. Like if you watch the original Bram Stoker's Dracula, which is a beautiful movie.
Remember
by
the
way.
movie Vampire in Brooklyn? I think it was. Like, wasn't he pretty or whatever?
Vampire in Brooklyn?
Like
that was Eddie Murphy.
Was it? I'm getting the wrong title.
I was like,
It was
which
about
is, don't get me wrong, that
blonde
was actually
vampire
good. No,
who went around
no,
and
it
fucking
wasn't. It wasn't that one.
got hookers and everything. I forget the name of that movie. Fed on hookers and shit. It was a fun movie.
Yeah, I don't.
Whatever.
I don't
We'll
know
figure
which
it
one you're
out.
talking- Yeah, Vampire in Brooklyn. That was Eddie Murphy, and he played. That was his only horror movie that I can ever think of him actually doing. It was actually a pretty good movie. It had some comedy in there, sure, because it's Eddie Murphy.
Oh, it's Eddie Murphy. Yeah.
But believe it or not, he played a pretty good fucking vampire. Vampire in Brooklyn was actually a really good movie. Old movie, but it was a good movie.
I remember this movie. It was like based in France, I think it was. This blonde, handsome-looking vampire went around killing hookers and shit. And I'll figure it out.
Yeah, you got to figure that one out.
I want to know if you've seen it or not.
But no, but people forget, like Twilight and True Blood and all this other shit.
Vampires are meant to be pretty. Normally,
No, they can be, right? Because like I was saying earlier,
can be.
if you were to watch the original Bram Stoker's Dracula, I forget his name. He's a really good actor. He plays in a lot of movies. My wife has a crush on him as well. But he plays Dracula in that movie. And there's at one point he's a very attractive, alluring man. Then at one point he's this old guy that has like this titty haircut.
Titty haircut?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's always been made fun of over the years. It's like he has this weird fucking hairdo that looks like titties on his head. And then at another point he's a fucking monster. Because that's what it is. Vampires are supposed to be alluring until they capture you. Like
Yeah,
think of it like an
demonic
anglerfish, right? Like an anglerfish are ugly as shit.
Yeah,
They know
attract you
any
with that
fish.
light
Yeah,
and shit.
they attract you with the light. And then once you're close enough to get the light, then that ugly ass fish gets you. Right? That's kind of like the concept of what a vampire is. A vampire lures you in with its seduction and all this, and then all of a sudden, bam, it's a monster and it kills you, it eats you, and whatever it wants to do with you. Like that's what a vampire is. It isn't a teen angst fucking vampire in high school.
Hormone driven, vampire,
depressed and emo and shit about his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like no, that has like Twilight was
And
written.
I bet once those movies drop again, they'll make billions of dollars.
Twilight, and I say this,
jam like this one didn't even make half of what it used to make it.
I say this because I know some of them. Okay, Twilights were made, and then same thing with True Blood and all this other shit. Those type of things were made for lonely housewives.
Yeah. Fantasy. It's basically a fantasy for lonely housewives.
They're married. They're married to their husbands, and their husbands don't excite them. They're like, I wish I had a vampire boyfriend. Come fuck my brains out.
Oh, fuck me, yes. Yep.
Like, I'm sorry, that's not how vampires work, bitch. Yeah, you might fuck you, but then he's gonna kill you.
Yeah, he gonna eat you when he's done.
He's gonna rip your fucking throat out. It's not gonna be.
And
You're not
that's
gonna
the
be
way you
like
wanna be
Jacob
eaten.
going, oh, I don't want to eat you. I love you. Like, fuck you, man. Just fuck you.
Just fuck it and eat it. That's it.
Yeah. Shit. But God damn it. Vampires don't give a shit.
Ruining
Dude,
vampires.
even
is what they
Blade
did.
didn't give a fuck about. He was a superhero and shit, but he didn't give a fuck about nobody.
Nope.
Like, god damn. All I'm saying is, this was a good fresh breath. Like, this was kind of like, this was definitely better because there was another movie that we watched. We already did.
Oh yeah. No, this was definitely better. Yeah.
Yeah, this was
It was
definitely
a similar film. It was called Blood Vessel.
Blood Vessel,
Yeah, Blood
yeah.
Vessel. Yeah. But that was more of an indie B movie.
Yeah, that was an indie B movie,
yeah.
and I think they got a lot of inspiration from.
I think
that
they
movie.
did. Yeah.
Yeah,
They just happened to come out before for whatever reason. I guess they rushed the production to
Sure.
get it out first.
which showed.
Yeah.
But this was a good monster vampire flick.
Yeah. No, I agree.
It didn't
I don't think
cater. It didn't tiptoe. They killed the kid for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't
Not
see
many
that,
movies
mate.
do that.
Yeah, movies nowadays do not like to have kid deaths in movies.
Right.
And that vampire, Dracula ripped his fucking throat out.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
god damn. And then
Exactly.
on top of that, they after Dracula rips his fucking throat out, then persists to burn. Then the child burns to death.
Oh yeah. When he gets out of the bag, fucking he burns against
It
the
burns,
the
and then
sun,
they show him sinking to the bottom of the sea, all fucking burnt to a crisp. Like, so they were on point with that. They didn't give no fucks. They were like, "Yo, we don't care if this hurts your feelings. This is a movie, bitches." Like, so I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Like that.
Yeah.
That is what we need. We need direct. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this director was seriously brave. There could have been a lot more, but compared to a lot of shit that I see, this was
the
good.
gore. I'll come on and say that the gore could have been better.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Much better.
Oh, yeah.
The gore was
Fairly
definitely
average.
lacking.
fucking
It was
gore.
average, very average
Yeah.
gore. Yeah.
And for a movie that this was, yes, it should have definitely should.
Yeah,
have.
it was aiming to be a real horror film.
When you got
yeah,
Dracula running around fucking killing people and shit, there should be
dismemberments,
which
everything.
there was dismemberment, sure.
Well,
like
just
the one guy who got like ripped in half on top of the sail and shit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there was like one maybe. Yeah,
There was a
and then
handful
started-
of them
blood started
there.
dripping on.
Some throats
Yeah.
that got slashed out.
But I was gonna say that it was mostly throat slashing and biting and
Yeah.
ripping, but not yeah.
Nothing too wild.
It could have been better. Yeah, exactly.
It could have, absolutely. I'm not saying I'm like the gore. It wasn't horrible. It didn't make the movie bad. I sat
No.
through the whole thing. I even went to go see if there was post credit scenes because I wanted to
Yeah.
know.
Oh yeah. I scanned all the way
yeah.
across. Yep.
So I mean, I don't know. This movie it wasn't a great movie. It wasn't like it fucking got me, but at the same time, the movie
A
had
lot of
me
the
from start to
times
end.
I was gonna say that I watch a movie. I normally get a snack, pause it, come back to it. No, I sit through the whole thing. No snack, no nothing.
I did
That's how
have
engaging.
to. I did have to
was.
do that. But not because the movie didn't interest me. It's just because I had a lot of shit going on.
Yeah. No, I sit through this one. Yeah, that engaging. So I don't know. It failed, but it didn't deserve to fail.
No, and it's a goddamn shame, and that's the reason why.
Yeah.
Because don't get me started. We have things like, and I'm gonna watch it just because I need to know. But I don't know if you've seen what the fuck's going on with like Chucky lately in that show.
Oh, that whole new show on Netflix or whatever it is.
God,
No,
I
it's not
haven't
on
watched
Netflix.
it. It's on
Wherever it
Sci-Fi or some shit.
Sci-fi. Oh, okay, yeah.
But
Yeah,
oh
but I
my
heard they
fucking
ruined that
God.
too.
Dude. It's like
Yeah.
it's like super woke and shit.
Woke, stupid.
And I'm like, how the fuck do you make Chucky woke?
Yeah, come
He's
on.
a fucking he's a serial rapist and a serial killer. How the fuck do you make a serial rapist woke?
He doesn't kill gays.
Hey ma'am,
That's why.
hey ma'am, do you mind if I rip your panties off and I just throw you over this car? I don't want to offend you though. I need to know. I need your permission
I
first.
just permission first. That's key.
Yeah, permission is
Never
important.
touch without permission. Yeah.
Consent goes a long way. Okay.
Yeah. I'm
Like,
gonna
what
rip your
the
panties,
fuck?
sniff your pussy, and kill you. But I
Yeah,
need to know if.
but
that's
I need
okay.
to know if it's okay. I need to know if you're all right with
Yep.
that. Like, god damn it. But no, but that's the state. Now, mind you, I don't know. I haven't watched it. I only watched the first season of it, and I kind of had a lot of shit going on. But I heard, and I've seen the trailers for it, and the trailers,
I hate that.
the trailers are kind of looking a little fucking weak.
And that's a childhood monument, dude. That's a childhood.
Like there was a
thing
trailer
for
of
me,
I seen
right?
for an episode. Apparently Chucky can't jump bodies anymore, and apparently he gets cancer. So now you want to feel like what? I gotta feel bad for Chucky now? What the fuck?
Fuck.
But I digress.
Okay.
I digress. I'm not gonna go too far on it. My point is that's where we're at with horror, and that's the whole point of this show is to sift through that shit. And I think this one, it wasn't a perfect movie. It wasn't even, I wouldn't even call it a great movie. It was a good movie.
It was good.
It was a good movie.
I mean, there's been better, but it's just definitely
No,
top
absolutely
there.
been
It was
better.
up there. Yep. Oh,
Absolutely better movies than this. But this
is
was a
definitely
good movie.
up there. Yep.
It's definitely worth a watch. Hell, I'd even say it's worth a rent.
Oh, it is. That's what we did.
I don't know
And
if I'd
was
purchase
worth
it. I don't know if I'd buy it.
Nah. There's no point of collecting this,
No.
but I mean, to
But-
watch it.
But watch it, yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's going to go down as one of like the all memorable classic fucking horror movies or anything like that. But I'm glad that it exists. It was a
Yeah,
good film.
yeah.
Especially when we got like so many shitty ones. This was, you know,
Well, yeah. This since the whole Christmas holiday, we've been doing some real shit balls.
yeah,
So
no,
is,
this season's
yeah,
been
balls, but
I don't know. I don't know which one had more like I don't know if season 1 had more stinkers than season 2. Mind you, we're not fully done yet. But
me personally, Christmas season 1 was better, but that's me.
well, sure, because at least we got fucking. Even though it was a shitty movie, at least we got Santa Slays.
Exactly.
This
And
one,
these
this
two
was like,
were
whoa,
better.
fuck.
Whatever.
Like both of them were just complete fucking dog shit.
But when it comes down to the seasons, no, this season has been jam packed with great movies. I think better
Yeah,
movies than last year.
I don't go that far.
Well, except the Terrifiers.
I was gonna say, man, the Terrifiers.
Except the Terrifiers. but
That's kind of where I'm at with that one, dude. At least we had
But that's-
Terrifiers season 1.
Terrifiers are at a level that I don't think is ever going to be touched.
I would love to have a
Right.
Terrifier level. I don't know if we're gonna have one this season
I don't know. I don't know.
because that bar is so high. That's what it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, but regardless,
I don't know. We'll see.
But with that said, you know what time it is, right?
Yeah, boy. It's time to rate and bake. I think. Weed. No,
Rate,
bake. No, what do you
rate
bake?
and bake.
Yeah, rate. No, that was stupid. Never mind. Erase. Go back.
Maybe if you would have said bacon rate,
Or bacon rape. What?
rate. You
Oh,
sick
rate.
fuck. God damn. He's like, what did you say? Where? Where is this happening? Like, you fucking son of a
Where do
bitch.
I go?
Where do I sign up for that? No, it's like
Where do I go?
if you would have said rate, bake and rate,
Bacon
then
rape.
maybe I would have been like, okay, that's fine. But you went rate and bake. Okay, that's more of the logical because I mean, if you get baked, you're not going to do a good rating.
Yeah, you'll be high as balls.
You're going to sit there and be like, I want to give it a 4, maybe.
That's what we should do when they get baked as hell.
I couldn't do it.
it.
I couldn't do it. This show would fall apart. The whole fucking show
Sure
would fall
would.
apart.
Sure would.
The show would go on for 3 hours and it would just be going.
It'd be full of bloopers and
Yeah.
senselessness.
This would be it would be a whole wreck.
Yep.
But it is that time where we give our ratings. As we do
it.
here, we have our 4 rating systems that we do. We have our ratings on story, action, gore, and production. We give that a 1 through 5. In betweens if necessary, so there's a 1.5, 2.5, so forth and so on. If it's below a 1, we give it a noble pile. If it's above a 5, we get the noble seal of approval. After that, we give our woke score. Higher the number, which goes up to 10, the worse and more egregious the wokeness was. And then we give our overall score, which is 1 through 10. The noble pile and noble seal are still in effect, so is the half scores. But with that said, I'm going to turn it over as tradition dictates. We're going to turn it over to VC Lauren. What do you give the story? What do you give the score for the story?
I thought the story was okay. I mean, I never read the book, but I thought it was a good story. I gave it a 4.5.
Okay, fair enough.
It was a good. I mean, Dracula didn't do nothing too different. It's like chase and kill, but it was good.
It wasn't a deep Dracula story. Like
No.
I think even though people dogged this movie, I think Dracula Untold was a better Dracula movie.
Better
This was
story.
a good.
Mm-hmm.
This was a good monster flick, and it just so happened to be about Dracula. That's what it was. So I gave it a 4.
And it was wrapped around a nice fucking boat scenes
Sure.
and everything. It was fun. It was.
I gave it a 4. I gave it a 4. Okay. So
yeah,
that's it. Fair. I have a 4 and a 4.5. I think that's fair enough. I'm not even going to argue about it.
It didn't blow me away, but it was definitely enjoyable.
No, and it didn't piss me off either. Like I wasn't watching it, and I've been tired of shit all day. I'm gonna tell you right now, and I didn't fall asleep in the movie.
Yeah,
I could have, I probably should have, but I didn't. So
no,
fair enough. Movie guy, I give it a 4. Definitely a passable film. Now moving on to the next one. What do you give the score for acting?
I had no problem. Half these actors I knew nothing about, but yet they still did pretty good. It was a little bit above average acting. I gave it a 3.5.
Okay.
It didn't blow me away. It wasn't like, Jesus Christ, it's the best acting I ever seen, but it was good. 3.5.
See, it's funny, right? Because I have the cast here. I'll get to it real quick. There it is.
Even the kid actor wasn't bad.
It was his name, Liam Cunningham. Okay, that was the captain. He is the only one out of the entire cast that I recognize. I'm not saying any of these actors and actresses aren't good. I don't know them. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I think I might know Corey Hawkins. He's the one who's basically the lead in this whole movie. He was the doctor.
Okay. The doctor. Okay.
Yeah. I think his face looks familiar. I might have seen him in something else. I want to say I know him from something, but I'm not 100% sure. But Liam Cunningham, I do know. He is the one who played the captain. He's the one who's been in Lord of the Rings. Wow.
Wow. Oh my God.
I'm fucking.
Fuck.
Oh my
The
God.
whole Dragon series. What do you call that fucking Dragon series? Oh my God.
Hold on. Game of Thrones. I don't know why.
Game of Thrones.
I don't know why that was so fucking hard. Like I love that series.
Fart.
Like that was a
fart.
pure. Like my brain just fucking shit out that information. Like it oozed
Diarrhea.
out right out the ear. But yeah, he's. I've seen him in a number of other things since then, and I've always enjoyed him. He's a good actor. He's the only actor out of this whole movie that I really recognize. But everybody else did a good job. Even the kid actor.
I thought so. Yeah.
Like I didn't hate the kid actor, which is always 50-50. Actually, I wouldn't even go 50-50. It's usually like 7-30. 70% of the time I hate kid actors, 30% of the time I like them. And this one was good. He wasn't great, but he was all right.
Yeah.
So yeah, no,
And your score was?
my score for the acting was a 4. So
A 4. Okay.
I gave it a 4.
Yeah.
So you gave it a
not bad.
3.5. I gave it a 4. Not
Yep.
bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Going into the gore score, what do you give the gore score?
Well, like I mentioned earlier, I wasn't too impressed with the gore. Wanted more, but it wasn't bad. It didn't ruin the movie. I gave it a 3.5.
Okay, fair enough. I gave it a 3.
A little bit above average, but it wasn't,
I gave it a 3. It was above average, absolutely, like you said.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything. I wasn't blown away with it. I wasn't like, oh my God. Some of the brave shit, showing the kid burn, that was brave. Showing the kid get his neck ripped out, that was brave. So I'll give it that. Those little gore moments were appreciated. They weren't fantastic. They weren't mind blowing, but I'll say that they were brave, and I appreciate them. So that's why I give it a 3.
Yeah, they weren't Terrifier quality.
No, there's not many,
sure.
not many things can be though.
Yep.
Like I don't even want to use that as an example. Like that's just not fair.
I don't think Dracula was going to flip that chicken, around and start cutting her down from the pussy. That would have been awesome.
Now, if he would have, like, imagine this real quick. Flips her upside down, holds her upside down. Each hand has an ankle, right? And he's holding her up and then just starts chomping, just nom, 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 nom. Just like that, straight down. That would have been like, you know what? There's our Terrifier level fucking movie right there.
Yeah, Terrifier, I'm sorry.
That would have been like the best scene. Yeah.
Yep.
That would have been the best scene right there. But again, unfortunately, there is only one director that's ballsy enough to do shit like that.
We can only dream. So.
Yeah. Like I would have laughed a little. That would have been funny and awesome at the same time.
Hilarious and awesome. Yep.
And I will say,
rewind.
this movie did have a one-liner that I appreciated when the one guy, was like, "I'm not you don't. I'm not afraid of you. You don't fear. I don't fear you and shit." And then all of a sudden he speaks English and he's like, "You will." Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right,
All
all right."
right. He talks.
Yeah, I was like, "Okay, he's got some shit going on. All right, that's
Yep.
where we're going. Cool."
Yep.
So I give it that. But yeah, no, I gave for the gore score, I gave it a 3.
And it's funny you mentioned that because I think that's what a lot of these movies need. It's a little more bad guy talk. They could have made him talk. I don't know why they didn't.
I don't know. I mean,
No,
if they would have
been
made, I'm not saying it wouldn't have been good, but I'm saying
yeah.
I don't know if it would have made the movie better or worse.
I don't know. You're right.
I don't know if it would have
worked.
I don't know if it was necessary. Like if it would have actually been essential to it. That's my thing. I'm not saying they couldn't have added it, but I don't know if it would have made the movie.
I just wanted to hear him say the word cunt. Come here, cunt.
See, that's the thing. You don't want anybody. You don't want Dracula doing that shit. Dracula's a very sophisticated killer.
He has brains.
He does.
He's not down for that.
Nah,
Yeah,
he's very sophisticated and shit. He'll kill you, but he does it in a very sophisticated manner.
Yes.
Let's move on to our last one, production. What do you give the score of the production?
Number 5. I really enjoyed it. I'm not going to give it a seal because it doesn't deserve that, but I thought production was neat looking. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Okay, fair enough.
Every scene was well crafted, I think.
I couldn't give it a 5. And I said this earlier in the film. I said this earlier in the episode was I think they could have done Dracula a little better. Like it was definitely like it was immersive breaking because he felt like CGI. It wasn't horrible CGI, but it wasn't great CGI either. Mm-hmm. Like whenever he would be over them, it's just like you were like, yeah, that's CGI.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
He didn't look special, he looked just
a very generic Dracula.
Generic-y, yeah.
The whole bat thing, it was a very generic looking Dracula too. It wasn't but all in all, I still believe it deserves a 4.5. It wasn't. I can't give it a 5. I can't give it a 5 because of that. I almost would have if Dracula would have been more realistic. I would have probably given it a 5. But
I don't know why they couldn't use a man. A man with makeup and everything. That probably would have worked better.
Yeah, you know what? They could have because in every other case, 99% of the time, Dracula is always a real person. Right. Hell, even that shitty one that we watched, the whole blood vessel one, that was still a real person.
Was a man under a mask makeup thing. Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. And they had the budget. They had the budget to hire somebody and give some really good effects on them, right?
No. What is more expensive, to hire a person and makeup or CGI? I always thought CGI.
I guess it depends on the actor.
I guess it differs, yeah.
Because I mean, if you hired Keanu Reeves to be Dracula, it's probably going to be more expensive
just the name, cost you, yeah.
But then again, you still want a good actor too, right? So it's a really rough one. Do you take the risk of having a shitty actor that doesn't cost too much, or do you just CGI the shit, right? It's always a 50-50. But yeah, my production, I gave it 4.5. You gave it a 5. So all around, not bad. Not bad. So now moving onwards. Your woke score. What do you give the woke score of the last voyage of the Demeter?
Honestly, I kept it at a 1. That's why we even talked about it before the show a little bit, because I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything, but it really didn't bother me.
It moved.
It didn't bother me at all. Okay.
I gave it a 2.
Okay.
I did give it a 2. It wasn't anything crazy. It was enough to move the needle. But
the only thing that I noticed was just a little bit badassness towards the female, and that really,
it wasn't that. There was a little other things that were just sprinkled in there. There were little hints. It wasn't anything, but you knew it was there. It was there. Unfortunately, people blew it out of proportion.
Yeah, I think so.
They definitely blew. Yeah, people did blow that way out of proportion. There was sprinkles of wokeness, sure. I'm not going to say there wasn't any.
There was a point where they brought back the feel of him being, suppressed because of his color. So.
Yeah, but that's 1897 or whatever it was.
That was reality at that time.
Yeah, it was reality. So I'm not even mad about that.
Right. Now, so and that's what happened with me. Like I couldn't really pinpoint wokeness.
The chick becoming a badass at the end after she was like a weakling and a slave and basically a sex slave and all this other shit. And all of a sudden she knows how to fire rifles. She was basically a sacrifice from her village, but yet for some reason she knows how to fire fucking weapons and kick ass and all this other shit.
And all that stuff.
That was there. But you know what? Again, it wasn't so bad like some other movies.
Mild.
Yeah, it was. It was done in a mild way. It was there, but it wasn't horrible. So, like I said, I give it a 2. It did move the needle, but it didn't hurt the movie to the point where I didn't want to watch it.
No.
So, with that said, now we go over to the final overall score. What do you give the overall score of the last voyage of the Demeter?
I gave it a 7.5.
No shit.
I enjoyed the movie. I thought the movie was well done. Wokeness was very minuscule for me. Production was beautiful. I thought that's why I gave it a 5. I enjoyed it from A to Z. I enjoyed the whole damn thing.
Fair enough.
7.5.
I actually also gave it a 7.5.
Yeah.
So
7.5.
There you go, guys. 7.5. The last voyage of the Demeter, a 7.5. Above average. Definitely give it a rent. It's in our recommendations list. I would say give it a watch.
Absolutely.
If you can stream it, absolutely. But if not, and you're really curious about it, a $5 fucking rental, don't see a problem.
Not bad at all.
No.
Nope.
Definitely worth the rental. Definitely worth the rental.
Not bad at all.
It's if you're a horror fan, it's not bad having it experience to sit through. Yeah. There's far worse movies that you've probably already sat through.
Yeah, we've done a couple of them.
Oh wait, we've done plenty of them motherfuckers.
So exactly. So yeah, no, this one comes out on top.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah. With that said, guys, we are going to get the hell out of here on this Friday. Okay, this beautiful Friday.
Enjoy your weekend.
Make sure you get over to noblegi.com. You see it on screen. Bam, right there, I mean. You see it there, nobullgi.com. That for our listeners. Make sure to get over there and get yourself some merch. We got a whole bunch of merch.
Yeah,
we got new merch coming.
Now.
We got all kinds of shit going. Make sure to check out our schedule. Oh, yeah. Hey, listen.
I'm a threat, people.
We know,
I'm
all
a
right?
people.
We know.
Get it done. We know you got the money. Get it done.
You better send us a picture of it, especially if you bought the panties.
Yeah, please do.
I need to release more of those because, many people buy them. I need to release more.
For a minute after you said that you needed to relieve yourself, I was like, oh, yeah. Well,
if someone sends me a picture with them on,
may just have to.
May just have to. But regardless, like if you buy merch, send us for real. Send us pics. We will put your pictures with you and your merch up on the website in our gallery page. That hasn't been released yet, but we will be doing that. And if it's a juicy,
good-looking one, we'll put it on the show. Why not? Put it right on the corner.
Within reason.
No titties.
No nudity.
Or ass.
You can send it to us. As long as you're legal.
We're not saying not to send it.
Yeah, you can send it.
18, please.
But if you send it, if it's full skin, we can't show anybody else. But yeah, make sure to get over there, noblegi.com. Get yourself some merch. Check out our full schedule of all things past, present, and future. Same thing with the catalog of all our episodes of everything that we do. This year, we will also hopefully have some unique content being released on the thing. I am in talks with some people, and I have some ideas for some stuff that will be exclusive to Noble GI. So make sure, like I said, get over there, noblegi.com. Check it out. Everything's there. Everything you need to know. This is our Friday, so make sure to check out Sundays, 6:55, 7 o'clock p.m. EST for game nights with yours truly. And then, of course, we have Wednesdays. We have Wednesdays. My bad.
Wednesdays?
Wednesday, we have The Quest. 12 p.m. EST. That is me and VC Lauren, where we do spoiler-free, straight to the point, short review discussions of movies. Okay, any kind of movie. Yeah. So make sure to check that out. Every Thursday, we have Attacking the Topic. 7:55, 8 p.m. EST. That is live. No topic is safe. Okay. And we have plenty of that shit going on. And then, of course, every Friday until the 30th episode, we will be here with Grimm Tales, the podcast, season 2, 12 p.m. EST. Make sure to check all that shit out, guys. All that and more can be found once more on the website, noblegi.com. With that said, we hope you enjoy your weekend. And we're going to go do the same and then get the fuck out of here.
That's it. Peace out, guys.
Peace out, guys, and we will see you when we see you.
Peace.